Imagine trying to start a business that everyone says will fail, only to watch it grow into something so successful that it changes your entire life. But here's the twist. This woman turned her dead business idea into gold with nothing but determination and creativity. Can you guess how she did it? Well, stick around, because this is one of the most unbelievable business transformations you've ever heard of. In the heart of Jabi, a small village settled in northern Nigeria, there lived a young woman named Ngozi. Known for her sharp mind and compassionate nature, Ngozi was beloved by everyone in the village, but she had one major problem: she was poor. Unlike the wealthy traders in the market or the farmers with large estates, Ngozi lived in a small, humble house with her grandmother, Mama Adama, and her younger brother, Tariq. Their home had only one room, a few old wooden chairs, and a small table that served as the heart of their lives. Despite her lack of material wealth, Ngozi was rich in ambition and determination. She spent her days helping her grandmother with household chores, playing with her little brother, and dreaming of a better life. From a young age, Ngozi had always harbored a burning desire to start her own business and help her family escape poverty. But every time she tried to bring her ideas to life, they seemed to fall flat. There was always something that went wrong, whether it was a lack of resources, poor planning, or just bad luck. But Ngozi refused to give up. Every failure only fueled her belief that she could find a way to make her dreams come true. One bright and sunny afternoon, as Ngozi walked through the busy streets of Jabi Market, she had an idea that would change everything. She had just bought some vegetables and spices for her grandmother when she noticed something strange. There were food stalls everywhere, but the food wasn't very appealing. People in the village loved traditional Nigerian dishes, but many of the food vendors cooked their meals in dirty, cramped stalls by the side of the road. The food was often prepared without proper hygiene, and many customers were getting sick from it. Ngozi's mind began to race. What if I could create a place where people could enjoy delicious Nigerian meals in a clean, safe environment, she thought. What if I could take the best aspects of street food, flavor, tradition, and culture and turn it into a brand new, healthy experience for the people of Jabi? Her heart raced with excitement. She imagined a small, brightly colored food stall that was not only hygienic but also inviting, where customers could enjoy their meals with comfort and peace of mind. With a newfound sense of purpose, Ngozi decided to bring her vision to life. She named her food stall Ngozi's Bites and began crafting a menu filled with the most popular and mouth-watering Nigerian dishes: jollof rice, pounded yam with egusi soup, suya, and grilled chicken. She was determined to create a food experience that was different from everything else in the market: clean, tasty, and wholesome. When Ngozi shared her idea with her friends and family, they reacted with skepticism. Her grandmother, Mama Adama, was the most concerned. "Ngozi, don't be foolish," she warned. "This food business is filled with competition. Many people have tried and failed. Don't waste your time." Her friends were no different, telling her that no one would buy food from a small stall, especially with so many other street food vendors around. "Street food is what people love. No one will pay extra for a clean stall," they said. But Ngozi refused to back down. She knew that her idea had the potential to succeed, even if no one else believed in it. She remembered her grandmother's advice: "It's not about how much you have, but how much you're willing to work for what you want." With this in mind, Ngozi set out to make her dream a reality. She spent all the money she had saved, borrowing a little more from a close friend, to buy the best ingredients and equipment she could afford. She spent long nights cooking and preparing, making sure everything was perfect. She even learned how to properly clean and sanitize her stall to ensure that every dish was prepared with the utmost care. On a busy market day, Ngozi set up her food stall at the corner of a main street in Jabi. She was nervous but excited. Her heart raced as she arranged her food and made sure everything was spotless. The first few hours were slow. Only a handful of people came by to check out her stall, and even fewer bought her food. The other vendors whispered and laughed, thinking that Ngozi's clean stall and fancy setup would never attract customers. But Ngozi didn't give up. She smiled and greeted every customer with kindness, no matter how small the crowd was. She made sure that each person who bought her food left satisfied. Even if it was just one person, Ngozi made sure to show them that their business mattered to her. Slowly, word began to spread. People talked about how delicious her food was and how clean the environment felt. It wasn't long before people began returning to try her food again, bringing their friends and families with them. One afternoon, while Ngozi was cooking her famous jollof rice with grilled chicken, a young man named Chuka walked by. Chuka was a food critic from a nearby town who had a popular food blog that many people in the area followed. He was always on the lookout for the best food and unique experiences, so when he spotted Ngozi's stall, he couldn't resist stopping by. Chuka noticed how clean and well-organized the stall was, something he rarely saw in the market. He ordered a bowl of jollof rice with chicken and took a bite. His eyes widened in surprise as he tasted the delicious flavors. "This is incredible!" Chuka exclaimed. "Where did you learn to cook like this?" Ngozi smiled proudly and replied, "I've been cooking since I was a little girl, learning from my grandmother. But I've always wanted to share these recipes with the world." Impressed, Chuka asked if he could take a few pictures of her food and write a review on his blog. Ngozi agreed, excited but nervous at the thought of her food being reviewed. To her surprise, Chuka's blog post went viral. People from all over the region began flocking to Ngozi's food stall to try her meals. Her business grew faster than she could have imagined. But Ngozi's journey wasn't without its challenges. As her business began to grow, so did the competition. One day, a food vendor set up a stall just a few meters away from Ngozi's, selling similar dishes at lower prices. The new competition caused a decrease in sales, and Ngozi felt discouraged. Maybe they're right, she thought. Maybe it was just luck, and now my business is failing. But instead of giving up, she remembered the words of her grandmother, "Always be true to yourself, and don't let challenges stop you." Ngozi decided to focus on what made her food stand out: quality and cleanliness. She knew her food was the best, so she began offering delivery services for customers who couldn't make it to the market. She also started hosting cooking classes in the evenings, where she taught people how to cook traditional Nigerian dishes at home. Slowly but surely, Ngozi's efforts began to pay off. Her food stall became known not only for its great food but also for its commitment to customer satisfaction. Ngozi's Bites grew so popular that it became a recognized brand. She expanded her business to multiple locations across the region, employing dozens of workers. She even started selling her secret spices and sauces online, allowing people from all over the country to enjoy her meals. Ngozi was no longer just a small food vendor. She had become a successful businesswoman with a growing empire. Her story inspired many others in Jabi and beyond to pursue their dreams, no matter how difficult or impossible they seemed. Ngozi had proven that with hard work, creativity, and persistence, anything was possible. Ngozi's story teaches us a very important lesson: never give up on your dreams, even when things look impossible. Just because others don't believe in your idea doesn't mean you should stop. With hard work, creativity, and determination, even a dead business idea can turn into something amazing. Ngozi didn't let the fear of failure stop her. She took her idea, worked hard, and turned it into gold. And just like Ngozi, you too can take your ideas and make them a success. It all starts with believing in yourself and putting in the effort. Keep going, keep learning, and don't give up. Your success story could be just around the corner. If you enjoyed Ngozi's story and want to learn more about turning your own ideas into successful businesses, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We have many more inspiring stories and tips on how you can create your own path to success. Hit the like button and share this video with someone who needs a little encouragement. Let's make those dreams come true together.